I want to take this from the abstract to individual stories to show you. I mean, I talk to Paul all the time. I've just met Don. But the frustration that Paul is dealing with is very real. There are a lot of people who want to try and do things, and there are a lot of great ideas out there, but there is this black hole. You know, I've talked to, you know, when Admiral Mullen was in charge of the Joint Chiefs, I gave him a couple of ideas. That's great, let's do it. And nothing ever gets done. It doesn't happen. But let me tell you the story of Captain Jeremiah Ellis, who I embedded with in the town of Sanjare in Afghanistan. And he was a 4th Infantry Division, and his company had a very rough deployment. It was an 80% Taliban-controlled area. You know, people have been lost, but also the nature of it. It was just, it seemed that they were losing ground continually. And he was really worried about his troops. What would happen when they came back. And he had about 10 days to 2 weeks before they went to see their families. And you know the stories about what happens when soldiers come home to their families. Bad things, especially after a frustrating deployment, bad things happen. So Jeremiah Ellis had a degree in experiential therapy from the University of New Hampshire. And what he decided to do was put together an outward bound experience for his entire company. He got some of the experiential therapy faculty from University of New Hampshire. He got the shrinks from Fort Carson, which is where they were coming home to. He took them out for 3 days, and they did rock climbing and whitewater races and all kinds. And you know, soldiers kind of love danger. There is a rush to it, and when the endorphins start going, it's easier for people to talk about their problems, and that's where the shrinks and the experiential therapists came in. And you know, he got his troops through their homecoming, and everybody thinks that this is a great idea. This is one of the ideas I gave to Admiral Mullen. Nothing's happening. There are many ideas like this. I mean, you know, Paul and Don can go from dawn to dusk telling you about great ideas that these kids who are coming home have to help heal each other. But it ain't happening for some reason.